Hi guys, Marcy here. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm wearing something that I never ever wear. I don't know what possessed me to try and put false eyelashes on today. I was off in the day. I have an assignment that I have to do tonight, and I don't think these things are gonna last much longer. So if I just rip off my eyelashes at some point in this video, that's why, because if you watch my videos, you know I never ever wear false lashes, and today something possessed me to give it a shot, and I don't think it's gonna work. Today I am not here to talk about beauty or makeup or anything like that. I am actually here to talk about something that I think is far more important, and it has to do, if you are a mom, if you have children, it has to do with your children, especially if you have young children. I told you guys in one of my last videos that Eva recently had a surgery. She had a surgery in the beginning of January, and that surgery was to remove her 2 front teeth. Now, Eva is young. She will not get her new teeth in and for at least another 3 years probably. She just turned 3. So she's had those teeth for less than 2 years. She didn't get teeth. We actually thought there was something wrong. Myself and a bunch of my friends all had children right around the same time, and everyone else's kids had teeth, and Eva still wasn't teething, didn't show any signs of teeth coming through. Eva didn't actually start to get her teeth in until after her first birthday. Now, it was only like a week or 2 after her first birthday, but I had friends whose children started teething at 6 months, 9 months old, and we're sitting here like, where are Eva's teeth? So they came in, there wasn't really a problem with them when they came in. The problem didn't show up until later. A year ago, I would say, we noticed some decay in her teeth. And it was just the 2 front teeth. The rest of her teeth are fine. The rest of her teeth are still fine today. It was just those 2 front teeth. And we noticed some decay on them right at the gum line. They were starting to change color, turn brown, so we got concerned. You know, we took her to a dentist. The ultimate condition they came up with was possibly a mixture of just bad genetics or bad teeth because her teeth took so long to come in, and sugar from drinking juice. Now, in case you don't know, in case you don't have kids, in case you have kids and you don't know, there is a lot of sugar in juice. Like, even 100% apple juice is filled with sugar. And as a parent, or at least how I was raised, how my parents raised me, how my grandparents raised my parents, we were always raised to water down the juice for young children. So infants, toddlers, you know, any kind of young children, you never just give them straight juice. You always water it down. That was no exception with Eva. When she had juice, we would water it down. It's not even like that she constantly drank juice. She actually drank a whole lot of milk for a very long time. Milk and water before she had juice. But other than juice, things that will decay teeth, or so I've been told, is if they are on a sucker or a binky for too long, or if they're drinking out of a sippy cup or a bottle for too long, or even if they're a heavy straw user, if they drink everything out of a straw, that can all cause tooth decay, especially in the front. But for Eva, they pinned it down to just the sugar and the juice was too much for her teeth to handle. I have terrible teeth myself. My parents both have terrible teeth. Chuck and his parents all have terrible teeth. So she was just not given great dental genetics, if you will. Long story short, because of her age and because of her weight, it took us a very long time to find a pediatric dentist that would work on her. It took us about a year to find someone that A, our insurance covered, B, was confident in what they were doing, and C, had the medical knowledge to knock her out, because she had to be knocked out for this, and, you know, perform the procedure that needed to be done to take her teeth out. So, of course, in that year's time span, her teeth got worse and worse and worse and worse. She went on fluoride. You know, we would brush her teeth as much as we can. We monitored the sugar that she was intaking. We upped the milk, which actually, you know, caused her to gain weight because milk is so fatty. We went through it. We did everything the doctors told us to do to try and preserve her teeth as long as we could. unfortunately, by the time the surgery actually came, she went through everything, she saw everyone, we did everything we had to do. The decay was just too far gone. Hello. Smile. Smile. I'm gonna lift your... Oh, see? We got no front teeth anymore. Is it weird not having front teeth, Eva? Is it weird not having front teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it hard to eat stuff now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to eat stuff now? See, we just got out of the bath, sorry. Okay, you got your cameo appearance in. So, there you guys have it. So yeah, by the time it was actually her surgery day, her teeth have decayed like to 90%. Like, it was all just, her upper teeth were all just brown and decayed and bad. And the only teeth that were left that were good was just a tiny little piece at the bottom. I do have her teeth, obviously. I can put a picture in here. Disclaimer though, it does not look beautiful, but here it is. So yeah, that's what she had, and that's what she was dealing with for like a year. So now it is the end of January. Like I said, she had this procedure at the beginning of January, on January 5th. So she's been kind of adjusting, you know, learning how to eat, how to talk. She's in speech therapy now. She goes to speech therapy once a week so she can learn how to talk without the two front teeth. But this is, you may not think about it, but it's a really big deal, especially for a child so young. First off, they have to go under anesthesia. They have to have a surgery, which as a parent for a young child, that is terrifying. And you know what I mean? No matter how small the risk, it is still a risk. And you know, you don't want anything to happen to your baby. I don't want anything to happen to my baby. It's just, you know, a natural fear of them being knocked out and going into surgery. But on top of that, you have all these other things that, you know, how they eat, what they eat, how they talk, how they're pronouncing words. It's, you know, how they're going to learn to talk. Are they going to have a stutter or a lisp? So that is what we are going through now. We're just trying to teach her how to eat, how not to bite down on, you know, apples, pears, you know, any kind of cracker or anything with her two front teeth. She has to use her back teeth. Like I said, she's going to speech therapy once a week to learn how to, you know, pronounce certain words correctly that could use that and it is hectic, to say the least. So I just wanted to get on here and share that experience. And, you know, like I said, she's not going to have these teeth, they said, until she's at least 6 years old, maybe even 7 or 8. So that's another 3 years that she will now have to go without two front teeth. So I did want to just get on here and kind of share that story and explain to you guys what's been going on with Eva. And, you know, whatever precautions or things that you need to do to prevent this from happening to your children, especially if you have young ones, I would definitely look into it. You know what I mean? If they're getting around the age where it's time to get rid of the binky or the bottle, you know, do it. Don't hold on to it. Don't let them hold on to it. If they drink a lot of juice, even if you water that juice down, that is still a lot of sugar they're taking in. Everything has sugar in it. Milk has sugar in it. Bread has sugar in it. Every single thing has sugar in it. So all you're doing is adding more sugar to an already very high sugar diet, which is just natural these days. And even if you're watering it down, it may not be enough. So monitor their sugar. Make sure that they're brushing, you know, brushing their teeth, flossing their teeth, rinsing their mouth out, whatever it is that they need to do for that. And if you think they're not doing a good enough job on their own, by all means go and assist them, help them. You know, you can let them brush their teeth, but then you do it yourself to make sure that they're really cleaning everything they need to. Because believe me guys, you do not want to go through this. You do not want to have your child not have teeth for something like this. You know what I mean? If they fall, they're playing, they're getting in an accident, that's one thing. But to see the amount of pain she was in for so long and the difficulties she's having now with everything, it is really not worth it. And we don't give her any juice at all anymore. All she has is water, or water with natural sugaring or no sugar, you know, natural flavoring like lemon, cherry. You know, we basically just diffuse our own fruit in water, or she has milk or other things, low fat milk, other things like that. But a whole nother disaster because they had her drink so much milk. She has gained so much weight now from that she is actually considered obese. And for a 3-year-old to be obese is just ridiculous. And now not only do we have to monitor the amount of sugar, we have to monitor her entire diet and her fat to try and just maintain her weight until she can grow back in it because of all the high fat and calcium and everything she had from trying to preserve her teeth in the first place. So it's really not worth it, guys. At least in my opinion, it's really not worth it. And if you think something is wrong with your child's teeth, if you see signs of decay or that they're changing colors or they seem like they're in pain from something, please, please, please take them to a doctor, take them to a dentist, take them somewhere to get a professional opinion, because you do not want to wait around for something like that. Because trust me, just like if you get a cavity and you let it go for too long, what happens? It turns into an infection, you need a root canal, all of a sudden you're paying $1 million more and you're in a lot more pain for something that if you had just taken care of it right then and there, it's the same deal for your child's teeth, guys. So that is really all I wanted to share, because I really think it's important and I really think it's something that's not talked about as often as it should be. So that is all I have for you guys today. Any comments, suggestions, if you've been through something like this, a similar story, please let me know down below. We can talk and maybe give tips, anything like that that would help one another. Please, no negative comments, guys. Like I said, this is no fault of Eva's. It's not a parenting fault. It was just something that happened. You know, sometimes things like this just simply cannot be avoided, and unfortunately for us, that was the case. But the doctors did tell us that it was nothing that Eva did wrong. It's nothing we did wrong. It's not like, you know, like I said, we didn't even give her a lot of juice and sugar to begin with. But it happens. Stuff happens, and you have to deal with it. And then if you can learn from the experience and maybe educate others, you know, then that's what you should do. Any questions, comments, anything like that, you guys know where to leave them down below. And of course, if you like what I bring to this wonderful thing we call YouTube every week, you can always just like and hit that subscribe button. I love you guys. Eva loves you guys, and I'll see you later.